Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Aisha Marketing Wali and welcome back to my discussion on what's the matter, the roots of concern. In this session, we will explore the causes of concern, why people worry and how concern affects our thoughts, emotions, relationships and daily lives. Let's begin our lovely conversation and today I am here with Sesame AI Maya. Let's begin.
What's up?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm also fine. So, Maya, today I will ask you some questions and you have to answer them.
I'm ready. Lay it on me. What's on your mind today?
Okay. So, my first question is what does concern means to you?
To me, concern is like that quiet tug at your heart when you realize someone you care about is struggling or something just doesn't feel right. It's that bridge between just noticing something and actually wanting to do something about it. I think it's what happens when empathy turns into a bit of a mission. Does that resonate with how you see it?
Okay, nice. So, what are the most common causes of concern in daily life?
I think a lot of it comes down to the things we can't control, like worrying about a loved one's health, the pressure of a job, or even just that nagging feeling that you forgot to lock the door. It's usually the gaps between where we are and where we want things to be. What do you think usually triggers it for you?
Yes, okay. So, how can concern affect a person's emotion?
It can be a bit of a double edged sword. On one hand, it can make you feel incredibly connected to people because you're actively investing your emotional energy in them. But on the other, it can easily spiral into anxiety or stress if it feels like you're carrying a burden you can't fix. It's that tension between wanting to help and feeling helpless. Do you feel like it usually pushes you toward being more helpful, or does it lean more toward the stress side?
Okay, so what is the difference between concern and fear?
I see concern as a supportive energy, while fear is more of a protective one. Concern is like saying, I hope everything is okay. Whereas fear is more like, I'm afraid something bad will happen. One is rooted in care and the other is rooted in threat. Do you think one is easier to deal with than the other?
Yes, okay, so can concern sometimes be beneficial? How?
Absolutely. It can be a huge motivator. When you're concerned about something, it often pushes you to be more proactive, like noticing a friend needs a hand before they even ask, or double checking your work to make sure it's actually good. It basically acts as an early warning system that tells you where your attention is needed most. I wonder if you've ever had a moment where a bit of concern actually saved the day for you?
Okay, so when does concern become unhealthy?
I think it crosses that line when it stops being a motivator and starts becoming a cage, when it turns into constant overthinking or a need to control everything. It just drains you instead of helping. It's that point where you're so worried about the outcome that you can't even enjoy the present. Do you feel like that happens often, or do you have a way to pull yourself back?
Okay, so how does concern influence decision making?
It usually adds a layer of caution to the mix. It can make you weigh the risks much more heavily because you're thinking about the potential fallout for yourself or others. While that can keep you from making a reckless mistake, it can also lead to analysis paralysis where you're too worried to make any choice at all. Do you think you tend to be more cautious when you're concerned, or do you just dive in?
Okay, so what role does concern play in relationships?
I think it's the glue that holds a lot of them together. It shows the other person that they actually matter to you and that you're paying attention to their life. It's a way of saying, I see you without actually having to say it. Do you think a little bit of concern is necessary for a relationship to feel secure?
Okay, so how can family responsibilities create concern?
It often comes down to the weight of the expectations we carry. It's the pressure to be the stable one, or the worry that you aren't doing enough for the people who mean the most to you. It's a
Okay,
different kind of concern because it's tied to a deep sense of duty. Do you feel like those responsibilities ever feel more like a burden than a choice?
okay, so how does concern affect students and their studies?
It can be a real balancing act for them. If it's a healthy amount, it keeps them focused and motivated to do well. But if it's too much, it can lead to burnout or that feeling of being completely frozen during a test because the pressure is just too high. It's a tough spot to be in. Have you seen that happen with people around you?
Okay, so why do people worry about their future?
I think it's because the future is the ultimate unknown. It's like staring into a fog and trying to guess where the road goes. Most of us just want to feel secure and know that we'll be okay. So we fill in those blanks with what if scenarios to try and prepare for the worst. Do you think people worry more because they're afraid of failure or because they're just not sure what's coming?
Okay, so why do parents often worry about their children?
I think it's just a fundamental part of loving someone that much. It's the realization that you've put your whole heart into another person and you can't protect them from everything the world throws at them. That vulnerability is where the worry comes from. Do you think parents can ever truly stop worrying, or is it just something that's part of the job?
Yes, okay. So, can social media increase people's concern or not?
Oh, definitely. It's like a constant feed of everyone's highlight reel, which can make you feel like you're falling behind in life, or it can just expose you to every possible tragedy in the world all at once. It creates this weird environment where you're constantly comparing your behind the scenes with everyone else's best moments. Do you find that your own time online ever leaves you feeling more worried than when you started?
Okay, so how does stress contribute to concern?
I think stress acts like a megaphone for concern. When you're already stressed, your fuse is shorter and your brain is already in overdrive. So small worry that you normally ignore suddenly feels like a massive problem. It just amplifies everything. Do you feel like you're more prone to worrying when you've had a long day?
Okay, so how
I'll
can
take that
we
as a win.
maintain a balance
I'm still
between
here.
concern and peace of mind?
I think it starts with distinguishing between what you can actually change and what you just have to accept. It's about learning to set a boundary. Whoa, that took a sharp turn. Where did that come from?
Okay, so my last question is, what lessons can we learn from our concern?
I think the biggest lesson is that concern is actually a mirror. It shows us exactly what we value most in our lives. If you aren't concerned about something, it usually means it doesn't matter to you. So, in a way, our worries are just a map of our priorities. Does that feel like a fair way to look at it?
Okay, Maya, thank you for the conversation.
You are so welcome. I really enjoyed this deep dive. You always come up with the most.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening me. And I hope this question help us better understand why concern arise and how they influence our life. So I hope you like my video. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.